Well, I haven't posted a video in a few weeks. Been busy, doing stuff outside before winter hits. But today we're going to work on the Falcon. Going to fix that oil return line, or attempt to at least get started on it anyway. So I have worked out here a little bit. Yesterday I redid all my lighting in here. Rearranged the lights. And a couple weeks ago I moved my air compressor from inside here to over here on the other side of the garage. A lot quieter. Can't stand listening to that thing run. So today we're going to try tackling that. Alright, look at that. I got it out. Looks really good. Kind of wanted to take it out and check it anyway. This is a brand new turbo I got off of eBay. And I could always just feel just a little bit of play in here. So I always kind of wondered about it. I didn't know if it was some kind of factory reject or something that got sent out and, someone just sold it cheap. But I don't see any signs of oil leaking. Now look over here. Looks really good too. Am I just blinding everybody? Yeah, you get the idea. It looks good. But I did figure out my leak. When I made this return line, this piece of pipe, I don't remember what that is, if it's something I turned up or if it's just a piece of black pipe, I don't really remember. You can see right there, the hose split, so I forced it over such a bigger diameter. So I'll just pull that off and we'll check it out. Alright, well, I got this off. My oil return line just goes in there like that. I made it at work. I did make this. It's not a piece of black pipe, but you can see the problem. This my calipers go. This is like 760 thousandths diameter in the inside of this. Well, I measured a new piece. It's 640, so it has to stretch over there quite a bit. You can see where it just split. So I was trying to achieve the biggest diameter I could for, good return. So I'll make a new one. While I'm at it, I got this thing a little too tall anyway, because it kind of interferes. So I'll make a new one closer to the same diameter as that, and a little bit smaller hole in the middle. But this is one I had bought, to put on there, which, it works all right there. But you can't get the fitting in there. So that's why I ended up making this. So we'll just do that and it should be all right. But, nice to know that it's just something I did and it's not some other kind of problem. Although I did discover a new problem over here at the car. I don't know if I ever really showed with the turbo off. I think I did in the build-up videos. So what I have here is just they bolt on the end of header collectors, well, with one of them style clamps to mount your turbos on the end of your headers. That would go up in the front like a V8. So I just V-band clamped them to get two of them together, so it comes out of the stock exhaust manifold, and then it just flips around up here, and then this is just a spacer, so I needed the height. Otherwise it was just too low and it interfered with something I don't really remember. But here's my problem I did figure out. if you look into the turbo or the I don't know if it's going to show up on camera or not. Right now I'll show it. Oh, see that? You can see light in there. That's because right there, that hole. There you can see a little better. That is where my wastegate pipe comes out into my wastegate. I had a place weld it for me. Obviously, not experienced in welding stainless to know you got to back purge it with argon to keep it from cracking. Otherwise, on the back side of welds on stainless, it'll like crystallize, and you just not even really held together very good. It'll just crack, and obviously this one did with a few heat cycles. So I gotta pull that off. Then I'll have to. Luckily, I have some extra pipe, and then I can I'll do it myself. I know how to TIG weld, but I thought, well, while I'm at it, I have someone that actually knows how to TIG weld, other than my amateur TIG weld, which sometimes I can TIG weld pretty good. Problem is my eyes aren't as good as they used to be, and it really affects me. Although a guy at work's got like cheater lenses in his welding helmet. He says that made a huge difference for him because he's old like me, but I haven't tried it yet. So we'll get this all off, and we'll have to work on that too. Now we're back over to the elbow from the exhaust. It goes up to the turbo, and this is the pipe for the wastegate, obviously. But now I can you can better see where the crack is at. See all that? It's pretty much cracked all the way around. Well, at least the whole bottom half is cracked. So I'll have to cut this off and remachine that, clean it up. Hopefully there's enough material there to weld to. I think I still have this extra piece of pipe. And I have to take it apart and see how this one looks. Actually looks really nice right there, but I don't know. We'll see. You hear that? Just barely. That's because I moved the air compressor on the other side of the shop. Good move. This one I'll just cut off real close to the flange here, and then I'll stick on the mill at work and mill it down a little bit till all that weld's gone. And that should pop right out. See, it goes all the way through to the well, it's counterbored a little bit, about halfway down, I guess. Can't really see it from here, but well, I got that all opened up. This just fits in there kind of, well, halfway decently nice. Now it's a matter of bringing it to work and welding it up. So that ends this video, I think. This is going to be a while before I can get this done and the oil line fitting thing done. And I'll put that on the next video. But I'll show a little clip next from my trip down to Kentucky last week. It was a pumpkin display, and it was a walk through the woods. And on both sides of the trail were all pumpkins, and then they were carved in different faces. And then you got to this one point where it went through the TV through the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and up, and they had pictures of popular TV shows at the time, carved into the pumpkins and stuff. But this is just a small portion of it. Like I say, it was like probably a quarter mile long up through the woods and everything. It was pretty cool.